Okay, so today is August 15, 2026, Saturday. Yeah, so this week we hold the big push uh of the um QQQ over all the moving average, the SPY, see all-time high and IMD all-time high. If you check the equal weight also all-time high, and if you check the QQQ equal weight is in all-time high too. So the only reason why the QQQ is not in all-time highs is because all the like the semis basically memories like the leaders of the past run they're pulling back, and the QQQ is uh they have the most weight on the QQQ. But everything else is it looks like it's in all-time high, and the problem is like I haven't seen that much like setup to take. I haven't seen anything that much that looks tight. Even if I had a couple of trades this past week. I still holding two trades. I already make some money, and then I keep a really small position just to basically just to track them. Because I wanna see if the trades that I'm taking on the setup, if they are getting a lot of follow through, or they just doing like a momentum bust and then um just give it back, because that was what's happening in after the big run. When we started to pull back, all the setup that I was taking, they were having like a 1 or 2 day momentum bust, and then it would give it all back. And if I didn't take profit, I would like stop out break even or stop out with like my normal loss. So um that's why I'm taking most of the gains into the strength, into the momentum bust in probably like I'm taking 4 to 5 hours. I'm trying to take 4 to 5 hours, sometimes three to five usually, and then leaving like a small piece just to track. So the two things that I'm holding this week is Dell. I bought Dell here on the break, and then I got lucky with the gap up in the push. I sold most of it in the push, and then I just keep like one just to track it and trail it with the 10 to see how it reacts. And then the other one I took out this TNB software. It was looking really good here after like consolidate push. They give it all back, like a shakeout. 2 tight days. This day was really tight. I got it here. And then I sold most of it into the push. I took like a 3 hour win, most of it, and then I'm keeping just a little bit just to trail it and track it with the MAs. Actually, my stuff is super low here, so I probably not. I probably didn't took it here. I probably took it in this. Yeah, it was not here. It was here. And then I sold most of it into the push. I don't remember if I sold a little bit during the close because it gave it all back, and then I decided to hold it. But yeah, I'm gonna raise my stop to the 10 here. Yeah, so this one I'm gonna be trailing with the 10. Those are my only two positions that I kept this week. I think I have BMNR. I got stop out in this one. And I trade some FTNT. I got stop out also the day that I bought it. I don't know if it was, I think it was this day here. I bought it here and then I got stop out. Um, yeah, I mean, for this week, I'm looking at some software. Software had like a push like this. The two leaders are like PenW and Crowd. I mean, Snow, kind of like the big one. It's the only one that that just worked like this good. It was this Snow. But the other ones are like CloudStrike and PenW. I'm gonna uh try to get a little bit of this Crowd and maybe PenW, probably Crowd. Um, Against the moving average here. If we start uh like it's tomorrow we I mean in Monday we get like a flush into the 10 and then we hold on start reclaiming. I'm gonna take some here. Crowd is probably one of my main wash. Yeah, probably like I have to start these names that are that keep pushing and pulling back a little bit. I need to start taking it into the moving average because every time they push, they just like, for example, if you take this one here, I was gonna take this one here, but it was a little bit far. Not far, it was for me, it was a little bit far of the 10, but it was a good break. So, but it was a little bit far from the 10, and then if we have a push, we get more extended of the 10, and then this is what I did. So this is what it did. So it pushed and then it just stay in this range and now it's coming back to the 10. um yeah, so these names already came so far already, and then when it start getting extended, when they are this high and it start getting extended of the 10, I mean, I don't like it that much. So I'm gonna try to see if they come back, consolidate and hold the 10, maybe the 20. I'm gonna take some. Well, these are two of my main watch. The other things, and DDoC, this DDoC, they have a really big gap down on earning, and it just like claim it back with this bar here. It just consolidate a little bit, and now it's starting to slowly push the moving average. So I mean, if we start breaking this area here, this is probably another of my main watch. I'm gonna take some in this area here. So yeah, those are my uh three software names for Monday. On the semis, I don't like the semi that much. They're mostly giving everything back. And there are not that many that have good setup, but I'm just watching Intel. If we can consolidate and maybe start pushing, but it's still it's below the 50. But if it can consolidate and push, I'm gonna be watching. And then it's AXTI. I have a good setup here, but it pushed and then it give some back. So I'm gonna be watching it on Monday to see how we react. Probably not gonna buy it. Probably gonna be focusing on software. And another focus is gonna be aerospace and defense. Rocket Lab is consolidating here. It's looking really good. If it start breaking, I might start with like a small position here. Even if it's under the 50, I'm gonna take a little bit there, and then gonna be watching SpaceX too. Looks like we at the bottom hold here at 105, and then we push all the moving averages, and then we are now consolidating. If we can get another day of like maybe like a tight candle, red candle here, and then a push, this will look better. SpaceX, Rocket Lab, and this RDW. This one have a also good setup here, but he already tried 2 times here, and he gave a lot of it back. So probably if he start, but it looks good. If he start pushing on Monday, I'm gonna take some. Um, but if he doesn't close strong, I'm probably gonna get rid of half, because if he doesn't close strong, it can really go to the 10 or consolidate more here. So software and aerospace and defense are gonna be my main, and then for Monday, and then probably for the week, and then I have other ones that I'm just looking at the setup. Oh, this Archer also is aerospace and defense. So you give it all back. I'm gonna put another over 7 again. And then the other ones that I'm looking is this Tiva. Have a really good flat breakout here. This 25 buy is just gonna be because of the pattern, nothing to do with groups or anything. Even if pharma and biotech have been strong for the last couple of months. This one is for me, it's just most about the pattern, because I don't have anything else of pharma and biotech in my list. But this one looks really good. I might take some of this too on Monday, and then this one just random names that I have. This one looks really good pattern again. This one is probably for like these two usually like for example, this one I usually play as a momentum bus and then sell everything. I usually don't hold these random names. At least that's what I'm starting to do. And then this light, just watching another tie day here, but just gonna be watching light and watching this area. This was a big day, so I'm not buying up here, but these two I'm just watching. Probably for later in the week. Uh, but yeah, this week is gonna be focused on software and aerospace and defense. This Tiva looks good, better. Yeah, looks good. Um, yep. What else? Okay. The account is 11,190. That was some point was at 240, but I gave back with holding the positions. My trade sila for this week plus 40. My biggest trade was probably yeah, TVE that I took some, and then the Dell that I also took some. Um, yeah. Yeah, I got stopped out BMNR. It was super small loss, which is good. And then I tried this dogs for like a bounce. One of these day was here, or yeah, it was probably here, I think. Yeah, after it broke here, this was just cut in half after earnings, so it got up and then give it literally all back. So yeah, I was watching this one for like at least like a $2-3 bounce here after it gave back like almost 20 here. I just hoping for like a bounce of like $3-4, but I didn't get anything, so I got stopped out. And then the other one that I played was Amazon. Amazon was looking really good in this area. I bought some here. Or actually, it was here. It was one. Let me see. It was on. Uh, was on 13, so it was here. Yeah. I tried to buy for the hold and claim of the 10, but it didn't hold. So yeah, it was looking really good here in this area, but It just broke down. So a little bit longer video this week. Those were the trades, the ones that I'm holding. I'm trying to to start getting some traction and start holding more position into these coming months. For longer, but for now, most of the things that I'm playing, I'm just doing like a momentum bust, and then it's just giving most of it back. So that's what I'm not holding big position. I'm just trying to see if the position that I have after the momentum bust, if they hold. So as soon as I see at least two of my position holding after the momentum bust and consolidating, I keep going. At the moment that I see one or two, I'm gonna start holding most of them. But that's it.